there, starlings. Welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jess from Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and star into your power. For those of you who've never been here before, welcome. Thank you so much for being here for the first time. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for coming back to watch another one of my videos. And to my subscribers, I cannot thank you enough for your love, your loyalty, and support. I do want to mention that at least for the month of March, the readings are going to be different. I've been guided to change it up a bit. So you're going to see a different type of, not style, but what I'm going to be channeling is going to be different than what I've been doing in my past readings. All right. So I will be doing it in this manner until I am called to change it up again. I also want to mention that I've launched my memberships on my website. So I'm really excited about that. It's kind of like where you get the exclusive content on Patreon, but I created my own Patreon type stuff on my own domain because I prefer having control of everything, and it's going to be a little better than Patreon. There's going to be a lot more things that I get to do there, to include live sessions with members that I'm not going to do on YouTube. And there's a lot of stuff that I want to cover in my lives there. So that's a big perk for some of the membership tiers. There are plenty to choose from. Again, I'll talk more about that at the end of the video. If you want to hop on that, check the description box below. I will have a link to take you straight to the membership plan so you can review them. Again, it's like exclusive content you're not going to find anywhere else. So it's also going to help supplement these readings, okay? Let's see. Yeah, if you go to capellawellness.com, you're going to be able to see the link right there to go check on what membership tiers I have. I also want to wish you guys a wonderful, beautiful month of March. It's a magical month, guys. Take advantage of these energies, all right? I hope you have a wonderful, transformational, inspirational week and month of March. With that being said, let's get into your reading. Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your weekly reading. How are you? Hopefully all is wonderful in your sector of the universe. I send you much love and many blessings, as I always do, for this week and the weekend ahead. All right, Scorpio, what we're going to do is we're going to see what's going on with you at this time, what obstacle you are facing, and what lesson you are learning from all of this. At the end, we're going to see what other guidance Spirit has for you and how to best navigate this situation, what is going on with love and relationships for you, and we're going to see what the new moon in Aries is bringing you, which occurs on April 1st. All right, Scorpio, let's see what's going on with you at this time. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian, Sirians, please reveal to us for our highest good. What's going on with Scorpio at this time? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Oh, Lord, Scorpio. If you watch my reading, Scorpio, you know that stacks don't always come out, and I am the type of reader that takes them all because there's a big story here. If this is your first time watching me, I just believe what I just said, okay? I never say too many because my guides always tell me to take them all right? So, I'm here to teach. I'm not here to read. We have Seven of Wands. We have the Hermit. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the King of Pentacles. Holy crap. The King of Cups. The Nine of Cups. The Lover's card. The Four of Swords. And the Three of Cups. Okay, what's funny is that Cancer got quite a few of these cards too. So maybe somebody here needs to watch the Cancer reading. Bottom of the deck is the Star card. All right. So if you watch me already, you know that I tend to get different groups, right? Remember to take what resonates, leave what doesn't for somebody else who's watching this. Keep your unhealthy ego at the door. Make sure you're being honest with yourself. You know best what your situation is. So, star card, guys. A couple of things. Some of you really need to keep the faith here and maintain your hope. Others of you, this is about regards to your healing, your life's purpose. Some of you need to get on it. Some of you are already on it, okay? You know where you are. I'm hearing the stars are aligning for all of you to get going on your mission and for others of you to move to the next phase of your mission. That's what I just heard. All right. There is a lot of newness here, renewal, rejuvenation. For those of you who haven't really begun your healing process yet, this is the time to do it because the situation is ripe now, I'm hearing, for you to really begin your healing and begin your mission work. This is also recalibrating your chakras because there are 7 stars here and there are 7 chakras. So some of you need to do some chakra healing, which I do offer as a service if you are interested. If you go to capellawellness.com, it's underneath the healing category, okay? We'll go over what is actually blocking you, what chakra is blocked, and we'll go in depth as to how you're going to clear that and what's blocking it specifically. So some of you, yeah, you need to do some chakra clearing, but it's like a lot of you really need to get more in alignment with who you really are. This is about tapping into your higher self and going to your higher self for making those decisions in life that seem to be difficult because your higher self knows best. But this is about really establishing that connection with your higher self. And as you're doing that, you're going to go through your healing process, your renewal process, your rejuvenation process. You're going to increase the faith that you have within yourself, with others, with God. You're going to have a lot more hope for things, and you're not really going to be so consumed with the outside world and worrying and having anxiety and giving into fear, because a lot of that's going on in the world right now. And you guys who are watching this, you're being called to step away from that and to be your authentic self and to learn how to have this faith so that you're not being succumbed by the fear that it tends to surround us. It tends to really be really, really present, let's say, in this earthly plane, okay? And when you're focusing on your mission, your life's purpose, you are following that light, you're going to see things a lot more clearly. You're going to be in a more peaceful state. You're going to be in this energy where you are like the star card. I mean, look how peaceful she is. And she's not wearing any clothes, but she doesn't care. She's being her authentic self. She's allowing herself to be who she really is because she's following her North Star. She's following her truth. And when she does that, she's at peace with herself. She is calm and serene. She's not letting the outside world affect her. She knows what her truth is. And she's continuing to stay in alignment with her guides, her ancestors, God, the divine, all of it. She knows she has the support of the universe, and so do you, Scorpio. And for others of you, a wish is being granted. You have fully healed. This is serious healing because this comes right after the Tower card. Your whole life crumbled. The old world that you lived in fell to the ground. You watched it fall and you said, okay, I need to build a new one. And I'm not building a tower, I'm building a castle. That's what God wants us to do. That's why we have tower moments. Because we weren't meant to live in proverbial towers. We were meant to live in proverbial castles. Okay? And there's this huge liberation here. You feel completely free. You're a new person. Again, it's like being born again. Because you let that life behind. You let that life crumble. You let those old beliefs, belief systems fall to the ground, even those self-limiting beliefs about yourself. And now you know your truth. You know your purpose. You know your mission. And you are following it. and you are maintaining that hope and faith to continue pushing forward. You wished on a star for something, and now God is going to grant you that wish. There are miracles coming in for you, Scorpio, for those, whether you've done the work or not. There's something shifting here. I'm saying the stars are aligning now for you guys to really step forward into the next phase of your destiny, into your mission here. Others of you, you're already following your mission and you've been wishing very hard for something. You've been keeping that faith for something to happen. And I'm getting strongly, it's a connection with your person because you are both now aligned and you can feel it. And you're just praying to God that this, what you were envisioning, what you were feeling actually comes to pass. So, okay, with the Seven of Wands and the Hermit, let me get through this, guys. See what I talked about for some of you where it's time for you to really start focusing on your purpose and mission. Don't listen to the outside world. What was I talking about? Fears and anxieties and things. It's like people are trying to pull you back, Scorpio. It's like, no, Scorpio, you're supposed to stay with us. You're supposed to stay like you're supposed to fit the mold. You're supposed to follow what everybody else is doing because that's what everybody else does. What is everybody else doing? Do they feel like this on a daily basis? Are they in complete peace? Do they have very calm lives? Are they very happy and content with what life they are living? I don't think so. Most of those people are not. And some of those people are trying to tell you, Scorpio, no, you got to come back with us. They're pulling you. They're tugging you. They're pulling your hair. They're preventing you from going through that portal. That portal is where this is. This type of life is. When you follow your mission, your life's purpose, this is where you're going to get to. Your wishes will come true. Everything will get into alignment and things will really start working more in harmony in your life. But some of you are getting caught up with other people who are trying to pull you away from that type of life. The portal is open, but the outside world is keeping you from going toward it. It's your choice, Scorpio. You either go through it or you don't. You either choose to live a life that looks like this or you don't. It's a choice. I can't tell you what to do. I'm just here to give you guidance and I'm here to teach. I'm here to give you empowerment and encouragement so that you can step through that portal. But if you want your life to change, I cannot do that for you. You have to be the one to step through that portal. You're being tested by the outside world. I'm seeing like Two of Pentacles, like, do I go this way or do I not? Or Two of Wands, it's like, what am I going to do? Should I do it or should I not do it? What is your North Star telling you? What is your gut telling you? If you haven't tried it yet, you can't knock it, right? You got to take that leap of faith. You got to go through that. You don't know what the heck is on the other side of that portal, but I will tell you, your life is going to be more like this when you're more in alignment, okay? Some of you really need to start doing your healing work. That's part of like when you're going through this portal, when you're going through your healing work, your life will start to change. All right. So you're really being tested by the outside world. You have to stand up for your beliefs. Stand your ground. Don't let anybody take you off of that cliff. You have to stand by your truth with honesty, conviction, and courage here. You got to persevere. Keep going. Don't back down. This is the Tom Petty card, my Tom Petty card. You're not going to give up. You're not going to give in. You're not going to let anybody keep you from your destiny, what you were destined for. What God has for you, you are not going to allow anyone to keep you from that. Don't let anyone or anything keep you from what you were destined for, guys. For your dreams, your wishes, your miracles. The 3D world does keep us from that because they look at us like we're crazy or they think that, you know, you have to be like the rest of us. No, you don't. God made you so that you could stand out. What did I say about following the light? Okay, you have to follow your path of truth, your destiny, your North Star. Stop giving in to the outside world and go within. Remove yourself from the chaotic world. because they're obviously trying to pull you in all different directions. It's affecting your energies, it's lowering your vibration. So remove yourself from that crazy world, go within and start doing some self-reflection, do some soul searching. Okay. I know there's something calling to me. I have a purpose. There's this destiny that I need to fulfill. I need to learn more about it. I need to go through all of my life's experiences and see what can I learn from these experiences and how is it going to help me grow. This is about going within, doing the hermit work, and doing the spiritual growth to achieve spiritual mastery, so that you could become incredibly spiritually strong, like the King of Wands, so that when the next time when you're feeling your life's purpose, when the dark tries to come after you, because this could be spiritual attacks too, okay? Maybe some of you are undergoing this, or I'm hearing sleep paralysis for somebody, all right? I used to go through that, believe it or not. I used to see these dark figures try to come after me, and I couldn't do anything about it. It was like paralyzing fear, but I was literally paralyzed. But that was when I found this. When I started realizing what my purpose was, that's when the attacks started. So some of you may be going through that. Don't give in to that, okay? Make sure that you get to a place of balance here. Again, chakra healing and meditation, and this is also meditation, going within, all right? But get away from the outside world, start doing some soul searching, and start working on your personal growth, your spiritual growth to achieve spiritual mastery is what I already said. This process will be a long process, guys, because for me, where I am now, it took years, okay? Don't get hung up on the years is what I said. Don't get caught up in time. Time is fluid. The important thing is for you to work on your spiritual growth, to prepare for your mission, so that when you are shining your light so brightly, people are not going to like it. They're going to try to take you down. But you're going to be like, nope, I'm not backing down. Again, the Tom Petty card. I'm not backing down. You can't take this from me. You can't take my dreams, hopes, and wishes from me, my miracles, my destiny, because it is for you. Some of you got to get really isolate yourselves. If you have to tell people, look, I'm going to be gone for a few years, I'm going to be gone for a month, whatever, I need to do some serious work here on myself. And go within and see what it is that I need to clear, what I can learn from my life's experiences, all of these things. You're going to get a lot more clarity of thought. You're going to have these epiphanies, these aha moments, and it's really going to kickstart things for you. Four of Pentacles. Find a sanctuary. Find a place that you can escape, your own enclosed space, so that you can do this hermit work. You could do this spiritual growth here, right? Tell other people not to bother you. Say, you know what, I'm going to go here and I'm just going to pull myself away from this and don't bother me for 2 hours every day, that type of thing. You're entitled to that, Scorpio. I talked about in Cancer's reading. Cancer, some of them have a hard time with doing things for themselves because they think that prioritizing themselves is selfish when it's not. So if you have a little bit of that in you, Scorpio, don't believe that, because you have to take care of yourself. Otherwise, you will not have a blissful life. You will not be able to take care of others. You will be in this funk. You will be in these lower vibrational energies in this chaotic world, and you're never going to feel at rest. You're never going to feel at peace if you don't take care of yourself and you don't do something. So if you need to tell people, I need my space, this is my sanctuary, let me do my thing, then go do it. You have every right to do that, Scorpio. So build that sanctuary for yourself so you can have those alone moments. This is you being in solitude. God does his greatest work when we are in solitude. It's hard, trust me. I know, I've been through it. I'm still in solitude. I mean, I have my son. Thank God for that. But a lot of this work I've done on my own, with the help of God and my angels and my ancestors. I help encourage others to get them on their path, and then they have to do the work on their own. I can't hold their hand all the time. So some of you need to find some place, build a sanctuary for yourself. Some of you may be afraid of letting go of this 3D world because this is materialism. Maybe you need to look within and ask yourself why you're afraid to let go of the 3D world, why you may have these attachments to material things, why you're afraid of letting go of your life, of people, your job. Think about it and be honest with yourself. You're going to see some truths about that when you really go within and ask yourself why you're afraid of letting go of certain things. Nine of Pentacles. Knowing your worth, seeing what talents and skills you have that you can utilize for the greater good of humanity, which will help you build the business, which will help you with gaining more abundance, financial stability, and security. Four of Pentacles, because maybe some of you are a little tight right now, or you're kind of wishing you had more money or something like that. But when you're utilizing your gifts here with this Knight of Pentacles, people are going to come to you. Wow, Scorpio can do this. I really like Scorpio's energy. I really like what Scorpio does. Scorpio does something that nobody else does. That's why. That's part of your destiny, guys. Nobody can take that away from you. You guys are gifted. All of you are very gifted with a specific talent, and it keeps coming up in your reading, so trust in that. You can build a business from this. You can be successful. You can stand on your own 2 feet when you follow what it is that God is calling you to do. You are all destined for great success and great material wealth. You have to believe it too. You cannot say, no, there's so much competition. No, I don't think I'm good enough. No, this is the not good enough card. It came in the upright. Don't be thinking that. You're more than enough. What's yours is yours, Scorpio. Nobody can take that from you. And you can't allow anybody to take that from you either. There's a lot of success here. You have to let go of fear-based thinking too. Being afraid that this won't be a success, that you're not good enough, that this is not going to take off, that you're not going to be abundant. Again, that fear, it's the lack mentality, scarcity mindset. You got to get away from that. Quite a few of you have this scarcity mindset thing. You're thinking, I don't have enough. My bank account's too small. When you're doing that, you're attracting more lack, more scarcity. Make sure you change your mindset. Have thoughts of abundance. Have an abundant mindset. Okay? Here's more Pentacles. We have the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups. Okay? With the Nine of Cups. Let's go move a little faster here because I could do this all day. With the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups, guys. All right. See, when I talked about success, you see how I left them in order? You need to believe that you will be successful. This is already telling me that whatever you're destined for, whatever your calling is, you will be financially, materially set. Okay? We have a lot of pentacles here. You will also gain a lot of wisdom by doing this. You also have to focus on your health too, right? When you get to that high vibrational state, the violet flame, which is where this portal is because it's violet, you start attracting all these amazing things. You feel abundant within you, and then your outside world will be abundant. It starts with what is in your inner environment, Scorpio. It's not the other way around. It's not outer to inner, it's inner to outer. What you are vibrating at on the inside is what your world is going to be reflecting on the outside. So you have to make sure that you take care of yourself, right? Focus on self-care, knowing your worth. This guy knows his worth. He knows he's going to be successful. He has the Midas touch. Everything he touches turns to gold. But he also knows that he doesn't have to work like 40 hours a week to have material wealth. Why? Because he's the master manifester. He knows how to manifest the wealth. He knows his worth. He knows he's good at what he does. He believes in himself. He knows how to be in tune with nature. He knows when to take breaks. He knows when to go on vacation. He delegates. He has other people help him out. But he doesn't get stressed out, and he doesn't lose his mind. He doesn't have failing health, because this is a master healer of the self. He knows how to balance his work life and his personal life. And because he's so high vibrational, because he's really involved, he loves what he does. It's that passion, it's that drive, it's the wisdom that he's gained from all of his previous jobs, from all of his life's experiences, all of his relationships. It's made him the king that he is today, especially with regards to pain and suffering. These are very wise individuals. Through pain and suffering comes great wisdom. He understood that he couldn't stay in this pain anymore, because that was lower vibrational. There was no way he was going to become a king, let alone have emotional wealth and material wealth, by being down in the dumps, by feeling like a victim, by thinking that he wasn't enough and that nothing was going to come of the situation and that his life was just worthless. No, he overcame all of that. He mastered his intuition, his emotions. He mastered love. He understood that unconditional love was what was really going to heal him. And because of that love, it made him head, heart stable. It brought him, because he was stable on the inside, it brought stability into his material world. See how that works? He's very balanced. Very balanced. Some of you are starting to learn that more. You can be successful without having to work your ass off. When you really trust your intuition, that's part of why you're going to be successful, because you're not going to listen to what everybody else is trying to tell you what is right or wrong. You can get guidance from people who may resonate with what your gut is telling you. That can be very helpful. It's like confirmation, right? But if people are contradicting what your heart is telling you, then they're not really for you, right? That's this energy trying to bring you down, trying to take you away from what is rightfully yours. Wishes coming true here. You got to get to this state of emotional contentment on your own. We have both the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. When you find this within yourself first, you attract the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. Okay, that is huge right there. But you have to get to those states individually, because again, your inner world is what is going to attract what comes. Well, hold on. What did I say before? Your outer world is reflective in your inner world. I know I said it differently, but I think I got it right this time. It starts with you. It starts with your emotional state first. You are vibrating at a high level. It's the violet flame. This is bliss, joy, contentment. This is agape love. That is violet flame, the highest frequency of all. When you are vibrating at that internally, and you are content with what you are doing, what your destiny is, who you are, what your talents are. You found your holy grail, and now you're filling up all these cups within you. You bring that into the material, and that's where Nine of Pentacles comes from. You're working your magic. You're trusting in your abilities, and then the abundance starts to materialize because you feel abundant within emotionally first. It's all about how you feel on the inside. You feel like crap. You feel like you're not going to be successful. You feel like you're not enough. Then you won't have what you are vibrating at. You won't get what you're seeking. You will continue to attract more of what you are feeling. what you're vibrating at. So when you get to this first, right? And see, there's only kings here, single people. I know they tend to be married people, but you get my point. But they got here because of this. Emotionally balanced and content. Materially balanced and content. They did what they loved. And it brought them to these kingly energies. Lovers. Making healthy choices for your highest good. What was I talking about? Going to the divine, asking them, what is best for me? What is my destiny? Right? Getting in alignment with your higher self. Doing the emotional healing first. If you want a deep soul connection with someone, you want marriage, but it's like, it's companionship, guys. It's not a relationship. Nobody really teaches us. Everyone wants to be in a romantic relationship, right? And I'm not knocking on people when I do my lives, right? They talk about, romantic relationships. When am I going to have romance? This, and this. That's what society wants us to get caught up in. Why? Because that is the level below the highest frequency of all. Society doesn't want us to be at the highest one, because when you get that to the highest frequency, again, the violet flame, you can have it all when you were there. You attract amazing things. It may take a while, because the bigger the thing, the longer it takes to manifest. But we're not going to worry about that, because we're going to be so content with our lives, we're not going to be worrying about the timing of things. So some of you also want this really strong soul connection, like somebody you can really connect to from a soul standpoint. You get to hear first, because this is a high vibrational companionship. Yes, it includes romance, but romance isn't just it. It's not what makes a badass relationship. It's not. You got to have that communication telepathically, also verbally. You have to have that soul there. Because we are souls in a human body. So if you want this type of love, Scorpio, you got to get in alignment with it. But it also talks about your emotional healing. You get to union with self first. And then you attract the person who is in alignment with where you are at. This can totally come to you when you've achieved 9 of Cups and 9 of Pentacles. Then you have harmonious sacred union with someone. And then you'll have the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. And then the last two, 4 of Swords and 3 of Cups. We have a lot of 4s here. Stability, security, healing. A lot of this has to do with healing. Healing, emotional healing, healing too, like feeling content, healing. Pain and wisdom brings great wisdom. The healing that he goes through helps him to attain that. Master healer of the self. Okay? No more fear-based thinking. That's part of the healing. Having that sanctuary. Going in within, right? Part of the healing process. Persevering. The longer you take to heal, the stronger you get. Especially in solitude. The better off you're going to be able to fight off whoever tries to bring you back down. Away from this. Okay, this is healing again. This is the superior healing card. If there is such a thing. 3 of Cups is also emotional healing of well-being. See? A lot of healing, guys. Going within, meditating, focusing on self-care is very important. Taking those breaks, the timeouts, the vacations. Recovering from illness. You know, if you start to feel out of whack, you start to feel overwhelmed, you know when to take breaks, and you know when to stop and to say no and to retreat. If you are in a divine counterpart connection, a twin flame connection, I call it light counterpart because my guys don't like the term twin flame. This right here is teaching you to do all this stuff. That mastery, that power, the abundance within you, knowing your worth, having compassion for others, tolerance, acceptance, forgiveness. That's part of the healing process too. And that's the tougher part. Having compassion, forgiveness to others. Why? Because it's a divine state of being. This connection here. Or even your past relationships are here to help you learn to do all of this. Knowing who you are, standing on your own 2 feet. You don't need to be validated by anybody else. Nobody needs to tell you how amazing you are. No one. Because you're going to learn that within yourself. And you're going to do that work. And you're going to start to realize a lot of things about yourself. And say, wow, I never knew this about myself. That's part of the whole hermit thing. You're going to start realizing why you do the things that you do that aren't for your highest good, why your life isn't financially abundant, why it's not emotionally abundant, why you're not in a really loving, deep, spiritually connected companionship, all those things. It's what was revealed to me when I went to hermit mode. And I spent a lot of time in solitude. Again, I'm still in solitude. But I know at the right time, again, with like divine timing, God's going to say, you're ready. Because I've achieved all this stuff. And then this comes in. 3 of Cups. You also have to learn how to celebrate life. Find a like-minded community, a spiritual community, like I have on my Capella Wellness app. There's some people there. Or the classes that I hold. Now everybody's starting to take the same class and they're starting to meet each other, right? We're all like, find your soul tribe. Go out and have some fun. The friends that you know you shouldn't be friends with anymore, Scorpio, cut them off. Because they will affect your abundance. They will affect you reaching your full potential, your destiny, okay? It's just the reality of it all. And if you don't, God will do that for you. That's what God did for me. So find more like-minded people, your soul tribe. Go out there and have fun. That's going to help with raising your vibration, all right? Do something for yourself. And when all that happens, you're going to be able to align with somebody, or you're going to attract somebody who's going to be at your level. And everything's going to be completely different. You already see a huge change in your life when you do all this work. All right? Okay. The other group here, real quick, I can even talk. There's a miracle coming in. Wishes are coming true for you. You've really been hoping and wishing and having faith on something, and it's about a connection with your counterpart. You want marriage with them. You want union with them. Again, there's reunion cards all over the place. There's something about going out on a date, inviting them to an event. Cancer got this card too. Every time I get this card, I hear a concert or something like that. A lot of healing was done here, Scorpio. You or your person, you're not backing down on this. You're not going to give up. You're going to persevere. It's like the dark forces have been trying to keep you from your destiny of coming into union with somebody, okay? Because they know when you come into union with your counterpart, that's really going to change the vibration of the planet. Especially when a whole bunch of these other counterparts come into union, that's going to change the vibration of the planet. And the mission work that they do together is really going to shift some things, all right? The light between the two of them magnifies to some incredible intensity here. And that's what the devil doesn't want. Okay. So somebody's no longer going to be single. All right. Your finances are going to change for sure. There is great material wealth here because some of you are like, you're a little bit strapped, I'm hearing. The money is there, but it's not as much, and you're making sure that you maintain your high vibration. You're not focusing on the fact that, there is not enough to pay for things, or you do have enough to pay for things, but maybe not other things, or whatever this is. But there is financial stability and security coming. Your finances are definitely going to change with this Nine of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. There is like a great change here financially. It's like you're going to come into some material wealth here. All right, could be with your counterpart, okay, or it's your person who's going to bring this to you. There's something of a masculine energy here. Somebody is ready. Somebody has really mastered a lot. They're also very wealthy, okay. They could have a counseling business or some other business that has to do with the earth, or herbs, or organic something, I heard. But again, it could be like a teacher, a counselor, a therapist. Maybe they have their own practice. They're making a lot of money from it, or they inherited money from a family counseling practice, and they're like well known for it now, or they're doing very well for themselves with this family practice, or they took on the family practice. I don't know. I'm getting that for somebody. Nine of Pentacles, yeah, they found their worth, and it's like they know that they're going to be successful, and there is somebody successful here. It could be you, Scorpio, that you're coming into this, or your counterpart is bringing this to you, and your wealth may very well change when you come into union and marry this person, because these are married people right here. Yeah, there's definitely some serious miracles coming in. You've wished for something, Scorpio, and it's happening. The stars are now in alignment for this to happen. And you've been getting dreams. You've been getting signs and synchronicities. God, universe has been telling you about this. You're keeping the faith and trusting that, God will actually bring to fruition what you have been hoping and wishing for. You've been content in your life long enough. Like some of you, or your person, or both of you, you've been in solitude. You've been single for a while. Again, happily single, okay? You've been very happily single. And this is for those where you need to do the work. When you get to being happily single, that's when this comes in. That's when that material wealth comes in, the emotional bliss, the wishes, the miracles, having a very happy, fun, loving life, going on a lot of vacations, because this talks about going on vacation too. You've done so much, Scorpio. It's now time for you to celebrate. It's now time for you to rest, because you've put in so much freaking work into your healing, into yourself. You are vibrating at the high level. You have done so much for yourself, and it has taken a long time for you to get here, okay? And now God sees this, and watch the miracles come in. And it does have to do with some of you coming into harmonious sacred union with your counterpart, all right? You may be dealing with a Gemini. It doesn't have to be. Or an Aquarius, or you have this in their chart. They have that in their chart. It doesn't matter, though. Earth. I'm hearing Taurus with this, but this is Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. There's Virgo right there. So there's something here where, yeah, somebody has really achieved some serious greatness, is what I'm saying. Somebody has come into their own. I mean, they have completely healed. It's like there's some incredible healing. And I think we got this from last week's reading, Scorpio. Jesus. Somebody has really gone through a lot, but they have healed a great deal. I mean, they are completely renewed. They are born again. They are a new person, because they've listened to God, and they're following their purpose, and they have overcome a lot of pain and suffering, and letting go of materialism, not believing that the money doesn't bring them power, that things don't bring them power, status doesn't bring them power. It's what's within them that brings them the power. They found the power within themselves, and now they're aligned with their person. They're now fully aligned with their person, for sure. And now that the stars are also aligned, God is bringing this to fruition. The healing has been done, is what I just heard. And now it's time to celebrate. You two are going to be living the good life. There is definitely marriage here for some of you, okay? Maybe even pregnancy, having a child with this person. Maybe that's what you've been hoping. This is a very loyal, dedicated individual. I mean, these people are very, very compassionate. They love others. They care for others very, very deeply, and they make sure that they're well taken care of, like provided for and protected. Absolutely. This is what this person wants to do with you, Scorpio, or it could be you, Scorpio. It depends on how this is resonating with you. But there is definitely a cause for celebration. There is a reunion and a reconciliation that will lead to this harmonious sacred union here. It's a very deeply spiritual connection, very grounded too. There is a lot of wealth that comes with this, but that's the huge blessing in this all, Scorpio. For those of you who've really achieved this greatness here, it was a long time coming. It took a lot. The Seven of Wands, you were attacked quite a bit. A lot of people tried to pull you away from this, especially the devil, because they didn't want you to receive your blessings and your miracles. They didn't want you to achieve your destiny in the first place, but you did. And you overcame these battles. You did not let the outside world get to you. There were a lot of tests. You were severely tested here, Scorpio. And now you are getting, it's like, I can't, I can't even articulate it. It's like the blessings and the miracles coming in for you, Scorpio, are just beyond belief. Okay? It's beyond belief. So, I mean, there you have it. Look what's underneath this, the Emperor. Yep. Somebody is now a true divine masculine Christ. And you can be male or female. This may be your ultimate role. This is the ultimate provider and protector. This is the person who understands the divine order of things. And God has called them to be this divine masculine Christ, the Emperor. Very successful, very confident, courageous. This is the most mature masculine energy out of all the masculine cards in tarot. Somebody is a very successful business person here. A lot of wealth with this person, with the Emperor here. That is the reward you are getting, Scorpio, for achieving this. Fulfilling your destiny and completely healing from all of that other stuff that tried to keep you sucked into the 3D world. There's an Aries here. You could have Aries in your chart. You're dealing with an Aries, but it doesn't have to be. This is more of the mature divine masculine Christ right here that somebody has transformed into. That's why I said some incredible healing was done. You know, part of your destiny, your purpose is to be the ultimate provider and protector for your counterpart. Okay? Or it could be the other way around. You're ready to make things happen. You're ready to take the lead. You've taken the lead in your life, and now you're going to take the lead in the next phase of your mission. This is also you taking the lead in your connection with your counterpart. I don't know where the lovers went, but you guys know, you saw it already. Okay? There's that right there. Yeah, see, 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, and the Wheel. There's a lot of fortune here. For whoever this is, this person has done some serious spiritual work. And God is blessing you with wealth beyond belief here. That's going to be your huge reward. Because you stopped listening to the outside world and you followed what God wanted to do. You were obedient to God and you continue to have that faith. You built a really strong relationship with God, and a lot of the personal growth, you invested time, energy, money in yourself. You gave to others. You came into wealth and you gave to others, because that's how the law of give and take works. Because if you retain all of this wealth and you don't give to other people, you're going to have that taken away. Because if you're blessed, you should be sharing the blessings. And it keeps coming back around. It's a circle of life type of thing. But not necessarily with animals, okay? 6 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, and the Wheel. There's a lot of money. A lot of good fortune. But you've made some healthy choices, okay? You persevered a lot. You were patient. And you just continued to give without expecting anything in return. But you had that balance because you learned not to overgive yourself when people were taking advantage of you, okay? That was part of your karma that you had to pay. Or you were taking and taking and taking from people and not giving, and that was a karmic lesson you had to learn. Right? Okay, let's see what the obstacle is. What is the obstacle here? It's a lot of cards, guys. Five of Cups, Page of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. Look at all emotional stuff. See, emotional healing. The obstacle, guys, here is you have to understand that things happen for a reason, right? You get rejected from jobs, from relationships, it's because it wasn't part of your destiny. It wasn't going to get you to that material wealth. It's not going to get you to where you need to be. So when these disappointing things happen in your life, Scorpio, you just let it go. This is about forgiveness, too. Forgiveness is what sets you free of your karma. It's also what opens your heart chakra completely so that you can be in alignment with having everything, having it all, because you can have that. It's an energetic state that you have to be. It doesn't mean that you have to have this business and it's got to be successful and then you have it all. Because you know how many successful business people or people who are wealthy, who are not happy, who are not in these harmonious companionships, who don't have partners, who save the world, that they save the world with. You know what I mean? Forgiveness has a lot to do with this. Some of you, that is your biggest challenge. And I tend to get this a lot in readings. Aquarius has a hard time with this. And I'm not knocking on anybody. It's just a thing that some of us, have a hard time doing. But that is to get you to free you of your karma and to help you to move on. Release that emotional baggage. Don't get caught up in the past. Don't worry about why things didn't happen. They happened for a reason, or they didn't happen for a reason. Everything happens for a reason, even the really not so great stuff. That portal is there, Scorpio. Don't let other people keep you from going through it. Because the destiny lies on the other side, and your abundance, your true love, everything is on the other side of that portal. You just have to walk through it. Can't let your past keep you from it. Don't allow yourself to, with this lack of forgiveness or even forgiving yourself, don't let that deter you from what is rightfully yours. Inner child healing too, something with the mother. Maybe you need to forgive your mom for something. That hit home with somebody. I felt it. Somebody needs to forgive their mother. Maybe your mother wasn't very nurturing, very endearing. Maybe they had a lot going on. Something happened to your mom during childhood. They could have lost a son, is what I just heard. This is for somebody specific, because I'm looking at these two right here. And pages are children, but even though this is like, unless it's a child with a beard, but I don't, I don't know. But this is a grown man, but I'm looking at this as the page, okay? There's something here about a mother with a son, or a few sons. There's something here that a mother lost a child, all right? Because this is loss, okay? Either they lost him physically or they lost him energetically, or like it's like a son or a child. They went off the other path and she couldn't come back from that, something like that. But there is somebody here who physically lost a child. A lot of sadness, a lot of grief. This mother had a hard time coping with this, and it affected the rest of the family. It may have affected a relationship with you, Scorpio, or the relationship with somebody, okay? And it maybe have caused her to not give you the love that you deserved, that you thought you would have from a mother, okay? Maybe this mother wasn't very nurturing, emotionally imbalanced. I'm hearing maybe this mother was trying to put up a front, pretending that she was at peace, that she was okay with what happened, but it's like she had a hard time dealing with this loss, whatever it is. And I'm getting very strongly there is a loss with a child, okay? Again, this is not going to resonate with everybody, so if that's not your case, then this part of the reading isn't for you. But I have to say this because somebody needs to hear this, all right? Somebody was wallowing in their sorrows, very irrational, emotionally imbalanced or something, or fostering this pain, this suffering, this hurt. Okay. This could even be you, Scorpio. But there is something here that somebody needs to forgive a mother because of what happened in the past. Something that happened through childhood. There's childhood trauma with a mother, or just childhood trauma in general with regards to emotional imbalance. There's something that happened in your childhood that affected you greatly, and you had a hard time dealing with your emotions. Maybe you had a hard time expressing your emotions. I'm getting strong Pisces energy here too, for whatever reason, okay? Because there's a lot of cups energy. And again, this is water. This is you guys. This is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but there's something about a Pisces here. All right. So there is something with this obstacle has been with you for a long time. Now, here's one thing. The person who's done this great healing with whatever happened in their childhood, this was a huge obstacle to overcome. Forgiveness. Maybe even an ex-spouse. Okay? Could have been a mother. Could have been with another water sign, but it doesn't have to be. Maybe you need to forgive some ex-spouse or something. Okay. Somebody who wasn't emotionally available. Somebody who wasn't nurturing to you. This person also may have had emotional imbalances. There could have been somebody who was very depressed most of the time. Okay. Maybe emotionally disconnected. All right. Maybe somebody here is very, very psychic. Very strong psychic abilities. Very intuitive. Either it's you or this person, but I'm thinking it's you, Scorpio. And maybe because you had these abilities and you were voicing it to your mother or other people, some feminine energy, and they dismiss those abilities about you because maybe it went against religion. But it's like you were a prophet, or you're still a prophet. I don't know why I'm getting this, but I am. Okay? And maybe because you had these abilities, maybe you foresaw something and you warned somebody about something and they didn't believe you and it happened. And now they kind of like they chastised you or something, or I don't know what this is, guys. This is really crazy. I don't know who I'm tapping into. I'm tapping into somebody very strongly, but you may have had a dream about something, a prophetic something, and you warned somebody, your mom, your parent, whomever, and it came to pass, and there was like this thing where you just got shut out. Or it was just because you were so psychic and intuitive that, or you were very, very sensitive too, that apparently, and especially if you were a boy at the time or a male, that was frowned upon. Okay. That's what I'm getting. But there's a lot of inner child wounding with this. You guys have to forgive your past. You have to forgive your parents. You have to forgive yourself. For whoever this is for, forgiveness has been a huge thing for you. And yes, some of you have to forgive your mother. There's a lot of mother healing that needs to be done here. That's going to take some time. It has also to do with ancestral pattern healing, which I also do. But letting go of this emotional baggage, what happened in your childhood, whatever happened with your mother, whatever happened with your ex-spouse, whoever this is, okay, you got to let go. It's time to let go of this. God has some incredible things for you, Scorpio, but you have to release this. Why? This emotional baggage, this sadness, this forgiveness, this like downheartedness here, if that even is a word, from what happened in the past, whatever happened with anybody, whatever I just said, it's low vibrational. Okay? Having creative blocks, not trusting your intuition, like being inundated and drowned by your emotions, like you can't come up out of the sea, right? It's like you're in this abyss and you can't swim out of it. I'm getting very strongly for somebody here. There's like a lot of depression. Okay. because of what happened in your childhood, what happened in the past. All of this stuff that I talked about that's here, remember, with the material wealth and contentment and bliss and being at peace, that won't come to you, Scorpio, if you're not energetically in vibrational alignment with it. That's just how it works, right? It's like, how do you expect to put a transmission of a Ford into a Toyota, right? It's not going to work. It's not in alignment, right? It's different energy, if you want to look at it that way. It's a different part. You can't put the part of a Ford into a Toyota, right? So you can't put this amazing, these miracles, this wealth, this amazing stuff into your life. God can't put that into you if you don't have space for it, first of all, because the emotional baggage is taking up the space for that beautiful stuff to come into your life. God can't put that in you if you have dark energy sitting in you, Scorpio. It's not in vibrational alignment. You have to purge this. You have to do the healing. As difficult as it is, Scorpio, you're going to have to do that healing because God's waiting to give you these wonderful things. You have to make room for it. You have to purge it out. Clear the space. Forgive. Move on. Let go. It doesn't mean you condone what they did. It's for you to clear the space so that the miracles can set in. The material wealth can come to you. But you have to be energetically aligned with it. All right? But somebody here has overcome this, and it took them years to let go of this emotional baggage, of this heaviness, of this loss. You may have also lost a mother or a brother or a sibling or something. There's a lot of loss here, okay? Take it how it resonates. Yep, you're dealing with a Gemini for sure. Somebody is. Magician. Stop tricking yourself. You may have been very well manipulated by so many people, especially as a child. You got to let that go. You know why, Scorpio? Because they were doing stuff that you probably didn't know about. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. It was like passed down. And you got caught up in that too. Again, I said ancestral patterns. So let go of whatever this is. You already have what it takes to create the life that you want. Your past does not dictate your future. This emotional heaviness, this whatever this is, it's affecting your destiny. It's affecting your reality. Let it go. There's no need to carry this heaviness within you, Scorpio, anymore. There's no need. I'm telling you, you will feel so much more at peace when you forgive whoever this is. If you let go of this emotional baggage. Acceptance is key. Accept things for how they happened, why they happened, and move on. All of this happened for you, Scorpio, to learn something great, huge. It was to help you to grow, to evolve into the person that God made you to be, so that you can free yourself from this baggage, this emotional heaviness, this loss, this sadness, this grief. It's affecting the miracles and the magic. It's affecting your magic, Scorpio, because Scorpio, you're all about magic and deep things. That's who you are. You are the magician, but for you Scorpios, you have more magic than most of us. There's something deep within you that you're able to create something incredible, okay? And I'm not comparing you to the other zodiac signs, but you guys have this very deep spiritual magic within you. You can create a lot of magnificent things. You have to believe that. It's already within you. But this is what's blocking all of this amazing stuff from coming in. You have what it takes to live the life that you want. But this is blocking you. It's your choice, though. You either continue to say, no, there's no way I can forgive, can't do it. Think about why that is. Try to put yourself in their shoes with the person you have a hard time forgiving. See things through their eyes. Like I said, there's something going on with that person, which is why they did what they did to you, or which is why you lived the childhood that you lived, okay? Phew. I was waiting to sneeze. Thank you. Let that go. Okay? I had to do this very same thing, Scorpio. I had to forgive my parents. No, I didn't have a very, very traumatizing childhood. There were some things that I wish that I didn't experience, but you know what? I wouldn't be the person I am today if I would have learned that. And you know what's even better? My son will not have to go what I went through as a child. He's going through something different. But in his marriage, in his future, whatever he's dealing with his kids, he's not going to repeat what my ancestors were repeating. There is a huge blessing in that in itself, especially if you have children, okay? You guys are here to be the golden link to cut off this stuff. Accept things for how they are. You will really become your true divine self when you forgive and you have compassion and you accept what happened in the past. Okay? But you not being able to do that is blocking these amazing things from coming in. This is a windfall of money. This is things magically falling into your lap. This is stuff that is appearing out of nowhere because you've manifested it. These energies are affecting your ability to manifest. We have the Master Manifestor here with the King of Pentacles. This is what God wants you to work on. But you have to do a lot of healing and a lot of purging and a lot of clearing to manifest the life that you want. It's the energy, okay? The others of you, you're making amends with somebody. You're accepting what happened in the past. You're going to apologize to someone. You're going to open up your heart to somebody. It's like you have a lot of feelings for somebody. Oh, there's a lot of love here. Oh my God, hold on. We have the counterparts. We have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Where did he go? There's a very strong divine connection here. There is an incredible amount of love between the two of you. I mean, holy moly, with this Lovers card too, you guys are very connected on a deep soul level. This love is deep. It's like deeper than the ocean is what I just heard. Maybe you're going to tell this person this, your love is deeper than the ocean, or is as deep as the ocean. I'm saying deeper than the ocean. That goes down to the earth's core type of thing. So there is an incredible lot of love between these two counterparts. Like, I kid you not. They also have forgiven each other. They also have a lot of compassion for each other. They didn't allow this lack of forgiveness to stop them from this love. Actually, them learning forgiveness and accepting things for how they were between the two of them is what is bringing them together, okay? They're very connected to each other. I mean, it's like, this is incredible love right here. This is like a love like no other, I'm hearing. There's a lot of love between the two of you. This person can't hold their feelings in anymore, and they're going to express them to you, Scorpio, or you're going to express them to somebody, to your divine feminine. There's an invitation, there's a proposal, there is a love letter, message, or some form of communication. Somebody's going to express how they really feel about you, Scorpio. And boy, are they enamored with you, but there's a lot of deep, unconditional love for you here. Wow, like I feel it. It's like making me tight in the chest. It's like, it's a lot. I'm getting goosebumps. I mean, this is true unconditional love right here between these two people. You've manifested this, Scorpio. You are taking inspired action to move forward with expressing your emotions and revealing how you feel to this individual. Because before, you had a hard time expressing your emotions before because of what happened in your past. Everything that I talked about, what your obstacle was, you overcame that. You healed from all of that stuff tremendously, which is what's gotten you to here. And now you're ready. You're in tune with your emotions. You are not afraid of your sensitivity. You don't berate yourself for how sensitive you are or how psychic you are. You're both. Somebody here is both. There's a very, very psychic, very intuitive person. It's like you are a prophet. God has called you to be a prophet, whoever this is. All right? This is tying in from last week's reading again. If you haven't watched last week's reading, something about you're an incredibly divinely guided, spiritual, or intuitive person. I don't know what I said. Something like that. Very psychic. Very connected to the divine. You are a spiritually gifted child. You always were, Scorpio. You always were. But apparently those around you did not acknowledge it. And if you were a male and you were very sensitive deep down, you were ridiculed for that. Or society made you think that. No more of that, Scorpio. No more of that. You know your worth. You know the magic within you, okay? You are a very magical being. God bless whoever this is. I said you guys were gifted. You're beyond gifted, Scorpio. I mean, you got to own up to that. You are incredibly blessed by God, for sure. You are definitely protected with that Lover's card. You are overseen by the angels, too. You have a whole legion of angels protecting you here. Wow. I don't know who you are, but this is quite amazing, Scorpio. Your readings are very, very deep, but it's funny because you are deep because you are Scorpio. Let's see what the lesson here is. I've already talked enough about this, but and I know this is long, but I don't care. I don't follow what YouTube says. I don't listen to what other people, when it talks about, they talk about the length of my readings because the messages have to get out. The Page of Wands. The lesson is, it's the childhood healing. It's you having confidence and courage in yourself, not listening to anybody else, taking risks, optimism, having that childlike energy, not giving into what other people tell you. This is you being your own person and going out there like, you know what? I have this high energy. I'm excited. Maybe you were hyper as a child, or there's something here, you know. Okay, now what I'm hearing is you may have been, maybe they never told you. There's something about an autistic child. Either you have an autistic child or you were one, and maybe they said there was something wrong with you, but back then they didn't really label the kids like that. So you were hyper, you had a lot of energy, you were excited about things, and you were very sensitive too. That is a gifted child, okay? Those who have autism, I have an autistic nephew. He's a very exceptional child. He's wise beyond belief, and he's only 12. He's my son's age. He's incredibly gifted. My sister said that she surpassed him as far as intellect goes. But he's also very sensitive to things. But there's this beauty about him And it's like, I'm trying not to cry about it because I'm seeing him right now. And I remember him as a little kid. And, you know, he got ridiculed for some things. And I know the family freaked out when they talked about how he was autistic. But for me, I knew differently. I knew he's like a golden child. He's one of these rainbow children, right? My son is one of those too, but he's at a different level. But there's something about maybe you were like this as a child, or you were labeled this as a child, Scorpio. There's nothing wrong with that. If you have a child who's like this, there's nothing wrong with that. You have an exceptionally brilliant, gifted, advanced child. That's what that is. It's because the society is not advanced enough for this individual. Okay? Somebody needs to hear this. Maybe you were this as a child and you had a hard time. Very intuitive, very psychic, very excitable, very knowledgeable. Okay? You had to learn how to deal with that, and because you didn't have an outlet, because people didn't understand you, you kept yourself closed off. It's like King of Cups. You hid in this tree. And you're like, I can't let people know who I really am. And some people maybe found out that about you. And they were like, who the heck, man, Scorpio? You're weird. Right? You're not like any of us. Oh, Scorpio. That's because God exceptionally blessed you. You incarnated into this world because you came from some very advanced civilization. You here are here for an incredibly huge purpose. Remember that about you, Scorpio. Own up to those gifts. Even if people laugh at you, even if people say to you, you know, what the heck are you doing? That's not how the world works. That's not how everybody else works. Don't listen to that bullshit. Listen to what God tells you. Listen to what your heart tells you. That's that Page of Cups energy right here. Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. Listen to your heart. Maybe that is somebody is like, either somebody's crying right now or they're like in amazement. Listen to your heart. Somebody told you this and you had a hard time doing that, but now you do. You're in tune with your emotions. You're not afraid of your sensitivities. You are being who you were you were supposed to be the whole time, Scorpio. There is strong Pisces energy here. Maybe you have Pisces in your chart too. I don't know. Page of Wands again. You're not afraid to take risks anymore, or you're going to learn not to be afraid to take risks, to overcome these challenges. Maybe some people thought you were a challenge, or you thought that your abilities or you as a person was a challenge, but you were never a challenged person, Scorpio, period. Stay in that energy. Go after what it is that you want. Remain optimistic. Remain excitable, okay? That is who you are. That's part of who you are. Go out there and show the world who you really are. Utilize that fire energy within you, because you've got fire within you, even though you're water, okay? You got to find that within you. Take a chance. Again, don't listen to what the outside world is telling you. Just go for it. With great risk comes great reward. It doesn't matter what anybody says. As long as you're following your heart, you are trusting in the divine guidance here. Divine guidance, Chariot. This is Cancer energy. God is leading you to greatness, to even more greatness here, Scorpio, because you are already great. Do great things, as you always do, for you are great. You've probably been told that before, but from a telepathic standpoint. I could totally cry in this reading right now because I know who I'm talking to. I know who you are. Let's just put it that way. It's a Pisces. Okay. As the clouds get darker, okay. You probably saw that. Follow your divine guidance, guys. You guys are an exceptional collective, whoever I'm channeling for. Okay? And I hope you guys are still watching this reading. I don't know if I'm going to title it, please watch this in its entirety. It's very important. Maybe I'll do that. We'll see what happens. But if you're still here, believe me when I say, listen to what God is telling you. Whatever intuitive guidance you're getting, trust in that. God is leading you to where you need to be. And you have such amazing things waiting for you. Everything that was ever taught to you, it's time to look at it differently now. Hangman. It's time to go forth and conquer. Maybe you heard that too telepathically. It's time for you to take action and listen to what God is telling you to do. For some of you, God's telling you to go through with following your mission, doing what you love, doing what lights you up, following your purpose, your mission, Scorpio, not what the world is telling you to do. It's what God is telling you to do. The others of you, you're being guided. You're being told to communicate with somebody. And we have 2 pages, okay? And again, with the magician communication and with the lovers, yeah, somebody needs to communicate how they feel or say things to your person. You know that God has your back, that the universe has your back. I already said there are a legion of angels supporting you with this. There's nothing to fear. You're going to go into this without fear, Scorpio. You're not going to give in to fear anymore because you're completely backed by your spirit team. You are really connected with the divine. You always were since you were a child. But stuff that happened to you made you not believe in God anymore. Okay? That's for some of you, not for all of you, okay? Remember, take what resonates. Take action. God is telling you, go take action, Scorpio. It's time for you to move. We are leading the way. You just need to hold the reins to make sure you don't fall off course. You stay the course. You're going to take that risk. But you know, because this is a major arcana, you know that you are highly supported, that God is leading you to take this risk. And because you're no longer having fear of taking this risk with communicating with somebody or following your mission, I just lost my train of thought. Oh God, this is what happens when you're in some serious portal or channel and it's just like crazy. You are going to go through with this, Scorpio, because you're being divinely guided. You're not going to give into fear because you know, again, the universe has your back. God has your back. You're saying, I'm going to take action on this. I'm going to take this risk. I know I'm going to be successful because God is leading me to do this. That's why it's so important to trust your intuition. Because God's always leading you to where you need to be. Stay the course and do what God's asking you to do. What your gut is telling you to do. There's no need to give in to fear anymore, Scorpio. Because you are so backed by so many spiritual beings. Can't go wrong with it, Scorpio. You are incredibly protected because you guys are exceptional. see what guidance we have for you. It's like before you wanted to take this risk, but you were doubting a little bit because of the past. But now that you're really, really listening to your divine guidance, you now know that God is not going to fail you. He's not going to forsake you, and he's not going to abandon you because he never did. So you're going to go through with this now, and you're not going to give into fear anymore. You're going to communicate what you need to communicate, especially you're communicating your feelings and how much passion and love you have for this person and what you want to build with this person, what you want to create. Because you know it's part of your destiny. You are the driver of your destiny. Rest. Number 15. Bottom of the deck. What did I tell you? Divine protection, number 12. Can't make it up, you guys. You cannot make it up. Rest. Chamomile allows relaxation, replenishes the body, mind, and spirit, and promotes sleep. Jade brings good fortune. When we are exhausted and worn out, nothing seems to go right. Bad luck and clumsiness haunt our steps. Make sure you honor the needs of your body, mind, and spirit by allowing for ample rest. You will be surprised how differently things look after a good night's sleep, and will find that good fortune is so much easier to find. I value the gift of sleep, which provides rest for the body and mind and opportunities for the spirit. I make sufficient time for sleep. See what I talked about, the healing? This is not just resting, guys. It's about healing. Where's the giant? Where's the sleeping giant? I know I saw him. He was here. Or am I going crazy? He's right here. See? Rest. Take care of yourself. Nurturing. Retreating. A lot of healing, guys. It's time for you to rest, okay? Again, what I said with the energies, the bad luck, right? Clumsiness, things aren't going right when we are exhausted and worn out. What did I say about your energies? If you're exhausted and worn out and your life is all over the place, you're going to attract more chaos, more craziness. You're not going to get your sleep. You're not going to feel healthy. The abundance is not going to come in because you're not vibrationally in alignment. Really, really focus on your well-being here, Scorpio. For those of you who've gone through this tremendous amount of healing, continue to rest before you come forward with this communication, before you take action. It's like you're very close. I'm hearing like Aries season or something, because this is fire energy right here. Or you're already been resting, you've been preparing, you've been meditating, because you know that once this comes in, things are going to move very quickly, because we do have the Chariot. Okay? Things are going to charge ahead. Things are going to progress pretty quickly once this communication comes in. So if this is not you who needs to communicate, Scorpio, if it's your person, both of you are getting rest right now, or things are not happening right now for both of you because things are really going to move forward. I'm also here. Oh, okay. Hold on. There's exciting news. There's something about somebody's moving, traveling. There's travel involved with this, or relocation. Somebody's moving house. Okay. So that's probably why, if things aren't happening right now, Scorpio, it's probably not, things aren't happening with your person. Both of you have probably been told to get rest because things are going, there's just sudden changes here with the Page of Wands. This communication is really going to jumpstart things, and it's going to involve a move. And we all know that moving can get a little bit stressful. All right. And when that happens, Scorpio, make sure you get your rest, okay? This is probably why a lot of you are in this resting period before this happens. The others of you, you have to start really taking care of yourself more, okay? So let's look at divine protection. Number 12. What? I thought I had the page. I did not. Divine protection, Angelica. Angelica enhances divine protection, spiritual guidance, love, and healing. Andalusite, sometimes called fairy stones, can form a circle of protection. Sometimes we are required to go where angels and perhaps even fairies fear to tread. Before heading into the deep, dark unknown, surround yourself with divine protection. Create a circle of light around yourself, drawing in protective energy from all around. Connect to your higher source and ask for loving guidance. I fear no evil. I am protected. I lean on the divine to surround and to guide me as I move through this dark and confusing time. You guys are protected with whatever it is that you're being guided to do, guys. You got to trust, okay? Get the rest needed. Recalibrate your chakras. Do your healing work. All right. Let's see what other guidance we have for Scorpio. What other guidance do we have for Scorpio? I saw that. Or did it flip back in? I don't know why the cards are doing this. This is nuts. There's a lot of energy here. There it is. It's the same thing that Cancer got. Baking. Maybe somebody's baking right now. Breaking bad habits. Self-acceptance, excellent mental health, and letting go of vices. See? Mental health. Watch your mental state. Somebody was suffering from mental illness and somebody healed that too. Or maybe you thought you had a mental illness, but it was really because you are this exceptional being. I don't know. Triple spiral, or is a combination of the two. Listening to divine wisdom and joyfully learning life's lessons. See? Listening to divine wisdom. What is the divine telling you? The Chariot again. Learning lessons, guys. We're here to learn lessons. This is not like here to frolic around and watch TikTok and YouTube all day. Unless you're watching my readings all day and you're getting your divine guidance, that's fine with me. But then again, no, don't do that, Scorpio. Go outside. Sleep. Take a break. Enjoy yourself. Okay? Balance your life. Let's see what the new moon in Aries is bringing you. What is this new moon in Aries bringing Scorpio? Alrighty. Your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. Yeah, I think some of you never felt good enough ever since you were a kid. Maybe you were actually told that from your parents or from a spouse, ex-spouse. Step out of your comfort zone, the North Node. Yep. This is your life's purpose. What was I talking about? Let's look. They're all full moon cards. Taurus and Virgo. See what I said? I picked up Taurus. Somebody has moon in Taurus. They wanted me to say that. Just because you don't doesn't mean this is not your reading, guys. They just wanted me to say it. Full moon in Virgo. You are good enough. It's time to be really honest with yourself and understand what's led you to ask your question. Have you been humble to the point of being self-effacing? Humility is good, but it can go too far. And drawing this card suggests you may be underrating yourself. You don't have to be flash, just quietly certain that you are good enough. At the other end of the scale, you also need to honestly answer this question. Have you been too picky? The full moon in Virgo card needs some truthful answers. Once you've given them, it should be easier to see how you got where you are. Your next step should be more obvious to you. Pay attention to the details. Hard work brings results. Find a balance between the cosmic and the mundane in your daily life. Worrying too much will attract more things to worry about. Have you been overly critical? An apology may be in order. Stop second-guessing yourself. Raise your karma by doing something good for someone else. The full moon in Virgo is a time to declutter your life, your home, and your office. It's the time to sort what's good in your life from what's not serving you. It's also the time to clear out your energies via salt baths and meditations, and to practice getting more grounded by walking barefoot. No matter when you draw this card, it's a reminder that at any time is a good time to start living a healthier life. There it is again with the rest and taking care of yourself. You got to raise your vibration if you want those magical things, those miracles, the wealth, all of that to come into your life. Sometimes you need to weave a bit of magic, and sometimes you need to be practical, and sometimes you need to find a combination of the two. This card suggests that this is where you are now. You need to use the laws of attraction to draw on what you want by imagining it, expecting it, welcoming it. But you need to balance that with taking down-to-earth steps toward your goals. This isn't about wishing on the moon and hoping for the best. It's about making something like a list of bullet points about how to achieve your dreams. If you're asking about money, this card heralds a change of financial fortunes depending on both your past actions and what you're expecting and therefore attracting. See, I said somebody's finances are changing. Write down 10 things you know that are wonderful about you. Laziness could explain your current situation. If so, change that and own it. Chasing money doesn't work. You need to chase a dream. Jealousy or envy creates negative energy and attracts negativity. More exercise is called for. The full moon in Taurus is a time to get back to earth, to get grounded, to work through any negative feelings you've been dealing with, and to find a balance between being passionate and being overly intense. Money issues may come to a head at the time of the full moon in Taurus, but you can take this card as a sign to pay more attention to your cash flow no matter when you draw it. See, there's some financial stuff going on. Your finances are changing, or you need to raise your vibration so that your financial situation can change for the better, okay? North Node. This came out in your reading last, I believe, or I talked about the North Node in your reading from last week. There's a strong feeling when you get this card that it's time to leave the past behind somehow because you're headed in the right direction. If you want to be happy and fulfilled, you need to get going towards doing the things that scares you within reason. This card is all about living your life purpose, which is possibly what you've asked about. It's urging you to dare to do something different with your life and your direction, so take action. So, are you willing to follow through and lead the life you incarnated to live? If you finally find the courage to make the leap, there's a good chance you'll come to ask yourself, why did I wait so long? I know I'm headed in the right direction. You're headed for something which feels like destiny. Exactly. You need to face a fear and get over it. Time to stop obsessing about someone or something. Stand on your own 2 feet. I talked about that. You've got this. The North Node is where the moon crosses the ecliptic going north. It's a karmic point, and on the horoscope chart shows us what we need to do and where we need to go with our life to find satisfaction, fulfillment, and happiness. The North Node is the karmic astrological point that reminds us, to paraphrase Andre Gide, that in order to discover new oceans, we have to be prepared to lose sight of the shore. And the shore is your comfort zone. The shore is the 3D world. It's time for you to move away from that so that you can really live your full potential and live your full destiny. Fulfill the fullness of your destiny. All right. Okay. Let's see what's going on in love and relationships for you. And remember, it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be familial. It could be with friends. It could be with coworkers, all right? Let's see what's going on in love in relationships for Scorpio. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Syrians, please and thank you. Thank you, Spirit. The dragonfly, be lighthearted, finding out, things coming to light, adapt, change, and heal. Proposal. Getting proposed to, surprise gift, something that is proposed, things moving to the next level. On guard, competing for someone at an impasse, guarded, needs space, takes time, skilled interaction. Bottom of the deck is why. Shaking your head in disbelief, frustrated, annoyed, focus on the solution rather than the problem. Okay, those of you who haven't done the healing work yet, who have not moved away from your South Node to your North Node, you're asking why things continue to happen. Why is the money thing not working out? Why my relationship's not working out? Why this? Why that? Okay. My family would laugh at me right now because I used to ask this a lot. I used to say, why me? I even have a Garfield button that says, why me on it. Okay. You're frustrated. You're annoyed with life. You're focusing on the solution rather than the problem. You're focusing on the problem instead of the solution, Scorpio. The solution is for you to start working on your healing and start living your life's purpose. That's going to change everything. And again, I can't tell you what to do. It's just guidance. But if you keep hearing the same guidance, why do you think it keeps popping up? It's not a coincidence. You're wondering why things aren't working out for you, like we talked about, and the rest card, I think, or the other card, talked about that. Yeah, exhausted and things not working out for you. It's because you're getting too caught up in the 3D world. It's because of your energetic vibration. You're living in your comfort zone. You're wondering why the world is the way it is, because a lot of people are staying in their comfort zones. They're staying in the 3D world. They're staying in their South Node. It's time for you to move towards the North. This is why we incarnate into this earth, to move away from the South Node, our comfort zones, paying off our karmic debt. Our karma lies in the South Node, right? You need to start paying off your karma, and that is going to involve giving more to people. Right? Six of Pentacles. It involves you living your life's purpose, utilizing your time, talent, energy, money for the greater good of humanity. God's going to bless you because he already blessed you with the gifts, Scorpio. It's now time for you to share your gifts with everybody else. God will continue to reward you. Again, it's the law of attraction, the law of equal give and take. God gives you gifts. You give your gifts to the world. God gives you more gifts. And he will give you those gifts materially. He will give you material gifts on top of that. Okay? You're guarded. It's like, oh, I'm frustrated. I'm not going to be dealing with this. I'm stubborn. I'm not going to change because nothing's going to change. Again, have you actually tried it? Have you tried it? It's like you're writing a review for a restaurant you never ate at. How are you going to write a review for the food at the restaurant you never even had food at, right? It's like, that's not fair. It doesn't make sense. So put your guard down. Really take in what guidance you're being given. Listen to what God is telling you, what your heart's telling you, what signs and synchronicities you're getting, and understand that that's not a coincidence. It is for you to get going towards working your mission, your life's purpose. It's not going to be easy, I won't lie, but your life is going to be so completely different. And you are not going to be saying this to God, to the universe anymore. When you get to the sun, when you finally heal that inner child, maybe you asked a lot of questions. Why this? Why this? And people got annoyed with you asking a lot of questions. Let that go. It's because you're an exceptional being, okay? But you're also going to stop asking the universe. You're going to stop asking God, the divine, whatever, why things are happening. Let your guard down. It's going to take some time, like I said, to heal. But trust me, your life is really going to change for the better. All right? Stop trying to compete with other people. Stop trying to compare yourself with others. This is you. This is your mission. This is your truth, your purpose. It's not anybody else's. God gave this to you for a reason. This is also for the person who's coming in. I'm looking at forgiveness, like getting down on their knees, proposal, that's here twice, okay? They're going to tell you, you know what, I can't believe that you are my person, or I can't believe that I treated you the way that I did. I was focusing on the solution rather than the problem. This person had a lot of problems. This person was questioning a lot. This person may also think that before they weren't deserving of you, and they were questioning, why did you have this come to my life? Or how is it that this person is my person? That's what I'm hearing. And you may be coming in, or somebody's coming in, Scorpio, because they're going to fight for your love. They're going to fight for you. They think that there may be other suitors, or there's a line at the door. yeah, competing for someone. They're gonna come in and there's like, no, I have to fight for this. I have to take that risk and fight for this for my counterpart. Again, the proposal. I did say a proposal here. There is marriage. This person's very serious about like wanting to spend the rest of the life with you, wanting to build something masterful, a family legacy, a lot of things. There is a gift that comes with this. Could even be a very expensive engagement ring because we do have a lot of pentacles here. All right. Somebody could very well be very wealthy. We did see the Emperor as well. So this person's going to ask you to move in with him again, or travel with you, or both. Again, relocation, moving, travel. A lot of things are coming with this proposal, Scorpio. This is also, God is proposing to you, Scorpio, that things need to move to the next level. It's time for you to start leveling up and start working towards your life's purpose. You might even get like a proposal with something to work with you on something or something like that. The dragonfly, be lighthearted, finding out things coming to light, adapt, change, heal. This person has significantly transformed. All right. You guys are now in alignment. You're going to find out a lot from this person. They're really going to communicate a lot to you. That's why with this Page of Cups here, they're really going to pour their heart out to you. And it's coming from an honest place. Okay. A lot of healing has been done. Huge self-transformation through this healing. A lot of changes were made. This person is now adapting to who they are now. They are now allowing this change to take place, because before they didn't like change. They didn't want to change. They didn't think they could. There are also sudden changes coming with this dragonfly, with the Page of Wands too. Okay. Oh my. That was a lot. Okay, Scorpio, hopefully this helped you. If you're still here, congratulations. You've made it through. Hopefully this will help get you on your path. Okay. So I'm going to leave it here. If you would like a life coaching session or a personal reading or a Capella membership to help you with this guidance here that I do for the weeklies, you get extra perks, freebies, discounts on all your readings, all the classes that I hold. You get to really come communicate with me personally on the mobile app. Usually you get extra help with the memberships, okay? And there's different tiers. Whatever calls out to you, you can sign up for. If you don't want to go the personal reading route, that will help you enough with these weeklies. Oh, it should. It should give you a boost in your healing, okay? In your guidance. So there's links to my membership stuff in the description box below, links to my website to check out the personal readings that I offer. The services, really, I don't like it. My readings are not just tarot. If you guys watch me, I teach, okay? This is not fortune telling. This is not anything. I do things very differently with my clients. If you want to ask a client, how I do my work, by all means, contact me and I will send them to you. I do things very differently. I'm really passionate about helping everybody get to what they're destined to be. All right. And a lot of it has to do with a lot of healing. So I just don't read stuff for you and say, oh, this is that, or this is what's coming to you, or whatever. No, I don't do that. If you look at my service suite, I have a lot of stuff that really gets down to the nitty gritty. It's part of doing the shadow work. All right. If you have any questions about that, please let me know. If you go to capellawellness.com, check out the service suite, click on the join now button. If you want to see the different tiers for memberships, you can contact me through the website as well. If you go to the mobile app, sign up for the app. It's completely free. You can access and book your readings there. You can join the communities there, all that type of stuff, okay? Anything you need, I'm here to help with, okay, Scorpio? So that concludes your weekly reading. Thank you so very much for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today, always. I send you so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness, starring out.